Alright, welcome back everybody to KnowItAllDM Entertainment. I'm KnowItAllDM. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, hanging out on my haunted space station. So I turned the music volume up a bit and realized, yeah, they've got the Evil Whispers soundtrack going on this station. And I did that for all the derelict stations, and you don't notice it as much until you turn the volume up and you're like, ooh, my station's haunted. Anyway, so last episode, well, first I want to apologize for being gone for so long. My son got a hold of my microphone and took it apart, and I lost a couple of pieces, so I had to get replacement pieces and fix my microphone. Anyway, that took about a week to get the pieces in, so I'm back, and yeah, last episode we were gathering the resources to build this, and we have all the stuff we need to now, and we can now make the junk shuttle. Now, like I said before, I'm not sure if it will spawn in with all the appropriate pieces. If it does not, then we're gonna have to do some what do you call it? Some cheat things to get them in. DM codes, admin codes to get them in. While I'm waiting, do I have any? That's the input. Just got carbon blocks. I need steel blocks. Specifically, I need, yeah, regular steel blocks to finish this. Then I'm going to need to work on getting this area set up, getting some railings put up. I got a lot of work I still got to do to the landing platform out here, but I've got enough room right here where I should be able to spawn in the shuttle easily enough. So, let's see, you done making it? Nope, still making the CPU extender tier 2. Now, as a scout, normally I cannot build this, but because it's a component part for this, an intermediate part, it goes ahead and builds it. Then when we spawn this in, it should have one on it, so we won't have to worry about that. We had all the parts necessary to build this, so that should be fine. The next thing we're going to want to do after we get this spawned in, we're probably going to want to expand its CPU with some compressors. So I could put 2 tier 1 and 2 tier 2 compressors on it. We'll have to figure out where I want to put those. It should have all 3 of these 2 plus the advanced already on it, because it should already have one of that, one of this, and one of that already on the shuttle itself. Now, I am eventually going to want to replace its warp drive with the advanced scout warp drive, although I'm thinking if we're going to use the advanced scout warp drive, I want a bigger small vessel than just the junk shuttle. The junk shuttle's nice to be able to go around and warp from place to place within a system, even a few light years outside of the system, because it's got a mid-range warp drive. We'll be able to go, here. We wouldn't be able to go, well, we might be able to go here because of my ranks in Scout. I can go up to 19 light years. So, we can go a little distance in the galaxy if we need to. But we're always going to want to come back here as our base of operations. The thing is, I want to get a small vessel set up that we're not going to need to come back here. And I think the small vessel that I want is in here, the stock blueprints. I'm not going to spawn it in with a blueprint, obviously, but I can find it as a junk vessel Where is it? I can't remember what it's called. It's the one that we used to call the Millennial Eagle. It's actually... Where are you? It's a large white small vessel, the largest one they have in here, actually. Which reminds me, I should just be able to look at this. I believe it's a tier 4 luxury. This one. It's called the Revolution Overture 1. And you can find a couple of versions of this on, like, as junk. Some on the ground on other planets, and some in space. Regardless of which one we're going to want to find, we're going to need a tier 4 CPU. So we're going to need to set it up with tier 4 CPUs. And to that end, we've got 2 tier 4 CPUs here. Tier 4 extender, up there. So we shouldn't have an issue getting that going once we find a couple more things with tier 4 extenders. I don't think you can buy the extenders anywhere. I should be able to set it up where you can buy extenders eventually. They'll be relatively expensive, obviously, but okay, you're still making this. Okay. One thing I didn't check, which I probably should have checked, size. Volume is 500 SU, which is just enough that a player can carry it without armor on if they empty out everything. So, that means it should definitely fit in here just fine. We've got a bunch of SU left, so it should go into here just fine. And I think we can spawn it from here. I think we can spawn it from here. I'm not positive, though. I'm pretty sure we can. Because it works the same as a, whatchamacallit, the, regular, base, starters and whatnot. It uses the same mechanics to spawn them in. Why do I keep finding these with the wrong... There. Okay. Right now I'm just wasting time until that gets ready to spawn in. And really I shouldn't need a platform to spawn it on, but I do want to spawn it on a platform. Okay. You done yet? Takes a really long time to spawn it in. How long does it take to create? 420 seconds. That's what? A little over 5 minutes. Because I believe 300 seconds is 5 minutes. So, that's almost 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes, give or take. So while we're waiting on that, let's come over here and see if, let's deconnect from there, reconnect to here. Alright. Okay. Let's repair some of these. Those will take a long time to repair. Oh yeah, I'm not in my spacesuit. Let's put the spacesuit on. I can come out here and do repairs. Oh no, it's damaged beyond repair. Well, beyond use. I don't need to rotate. I need... Okay. Now. Can you repair these? I don't think so. But you can use them to craft the higher multi-tools. Yeah, you cannot repair these. Salvage tool, repair tool. Okay, so let's give that to the quartermaster. I'll hold on to that. Actually, let me give you this. I should have tools somewhere. I know I haven't gone through these boxes. There they are. Repair tool. Okay. We'll just grab a repair tool. I'll give you these salvage tools as well. Okay. We're about halfway done with that 3/4 of the way done. Okay. So this that we have here, this is where the repair bay is going to go for ships and whatnot. Do we have things to go? 3 of them. Alright, let's do this. Retrieve. Hardened steel. Okay. There. But I want this. That. So we can walk up onto the platform. Let's get our texture gun going. Oh, we have... There we go. And blah, blah, blah. Ooh. Okay. There we go. And then symbols. There we go. Now we can walk up onto here. Don't have to worry about that. And I'm going to put the railings out on the sides here. All right. Have we gotten that thing done yet? I'm getting a little antsy. We've been... Okay, we do. So... You... There's the issue. So, because this is a server, these don't want to spawn right. Which is something that I wanted to check out as well. And that error that is popping up is SS Junk Shuttle problem, no data yet. So it's looking Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Empyrion, etc., etc., etc. Client for... It's looking for the shuttle in... System failed to find, could not find file. D, Steam Library, Apps, Empyrion. We're looking for the content prefabs. So I'm going to just take you a little bit into the... So if you're on a server and you already have Salvage downloaded, let's get to the screen capture. What you're going to want to do in order to let you spawn this in properly, I think this works. I've done it before in co-op. So you want to pull up wherever you have the thing, content scenario, in Galactic Survival content scenarios, Salvage. You're going to want to go into prefabs, then search for SS_junk. That is not what I told you to do. All right, SS_junk. And that'll pull up a lot of these things. You want to take the junk turret, the junk turret, junk shuttle, junk scout, and junk bike. Where would junk bike be? Junk bike. And you can press the left control button to select the multiple ones at the same time. You want to copy those with Control C, and then you want to go to Content Prefabs and paste them. And this will put the Salvage blueprints in your blueprint folder. Now, you should be able to spawn it in. Now, you cannot place this in space. So we're going to have to go down to the planet to place it. So let's connect to the scout vessel. Put it in the scout vessel. That's just going to sit there until we leave and then come back. And so you have to be on a planet to place it, which is fine, which means we're just going to have to make sure to take fuel down. Output 5. Do we have any fuel? Check down here. We do. So All right, we'll take 10 Promethium fuel with us. And we'll just have to dock the scout vessel onto the junk shuttle. So let's come down to a planet. Now, I'm not sure why it won't let you spawn it in space, unless for some reason it's counting it as a hover vessel, but it shouldn't be counted as a hover vessel. Because hover vessels you can't spawn in space to start with. But the small vessel, with the small vessel starter, you should be able to. And I know you can with the base and, well, depending on the playfield. You can't spawn bases in these playfields. You can do it on the planets, just not the starter planets. So, we're just going to come right down. Okay, we're in Polaris territory. That's fine. Game's getting all blah, 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 blah. All right, if we're in Polaris territory, let's head over here to the Sanctuary. And we should be able to spawn this on the Sanctuary because even though it's just because it's a thing, we should be able to spawn it in the air. So let's connect to here. All right, and there we go. Now I need to double check. It is missing some things. So I'm gonna have to show you how I go about fixing this issue. You'll notice it's missing the thrusters, and if we go inside, it's also missing the warp drive and the whatchamacallit, the GTDs. It's got everything else that are vanilla blocks, but because of the way we've done blocks in the past, because the block numbers have changed since I saved this, it's going to be a little wonky. So here's what I have to do. All right, I pull up the debug interface, 110001. 110001. All right, so that destroyed the junk shuttle. Now I'm going to go SBP spawn blueprints, and this should allow me to spawn in the junk shuttle. Now, spawning it in from here, it has the proper things. So all I have to do now is save this over itself. And then move that save to the right file. So Empyrion content, no, it's Empyrion saves blueprints. Pull this up. Junk shuttle. Okay. Copy this. I don't know why it has an additional thing in it. That shouldn't be there. No, that's that. I got it. I got it. So copy this. Then go back Empyrion. Content scenarios. I'm going to do it for my work in progress version. Prefabs, paste, Yes, and that'll replace it there. Okay. So because I moved it to my content prefabs folder here, it overwrote the one. Hold on. Open. Did I accidentally restore? Freaking okay. Okay. So content, scenarios, work in progress, prefabs, replace. There we go. Now we've got it in here, and I will have to go through and do that whole process for all the other four. But for now, I'm going to deactivate spawn blueprints and then take off the debug interface. So now we've got the shuttle. All right, I want this to be the scout, this to be the shuttle, fuel, and the shuttle's got everything that it should have. All right, let's back it up here. Land it here. Okay. Now we should be able to land this here. Let me make sure. KI this. And now the shuttle should be able to take us back into space. That's a lot of work that we had to go through to get the junk shuttle to work, but I've had to do it before. Whoa! Yeah, that red block is going to be an annoyance for a while. I think until I log out and then back in. But we now have our junk shuttle. We've got we've got a lot of things going for us. Now, the warp drive, double check, mid-range warp drive. It is in there. I've got all 3 GTDs, so I've got a good forward, back, left, and right thrust. I've got up and down because of the descent thrusters and the lift thrusters that are on here. We've got a CPU tier 2, which is almost completely used. So that's why we're going to want to add the extend or the compressors. See how quickly I stopped with that? All right, so we're going to want to come over here and we're going to want to dock. There, and you cannot dock with something else docked to you. So let's get you into here. now there we go. Ah! Okay. So we've got room in here to add some additional amenities, right? So I can actually take up these. I don't need these chairs. So trading station, quartermaster connect. There we go. Now we've got these cargo containers that I'm going to retrieve blocks. I'm actually going to install the larger containers over here against the walls. Like so. Okay, so these hold a little bit more volume than those other ones. What I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to actually put in a little bit extra cargo, probably up here in the front. I'm going to install some construction and such and make this like a miniature mobile base that we can utilize until we can find a version of the Fortune Overture 1. Is that what it's called? Revolution Overture 1. Until we can find a version of this to repair. So, all right, let's go ahead and I'm going to switch my armor back because now I'm going to be inside here a good portion of the time. And I might go back and forth just a little bit, but this is by far faster and easier to move in. So now that we have that, my next goal is to get a long-range detector online. For that, I need an advanced constructor. And really, the long-range detector, I may have to wait till I have a bigger ship for it. The next thing I'm going to unlock in here is this, so I don't want to really unlock anything else that I don't have to. So, okay. Registry, junk shuttle, control panel. So what we've got going for us here, I'm really just going to need cargo is the main thing I want to put in it right now. Which I might actually take those two cargo things up to do it. I've got a ventilator in there. Do I have oxygen on the station? I should somewhere. I've got some on me. All right, let's just go to junk shuttle, player, oxygen. We'll go ahead, use that to fill up the oxygen. Throw this into the fuel tank. Get that going. Trading station. Finish filling it up with that. So we've got a lot of that in it. Come on. Registry. Junk shuttle. Control panel. So under equipment, we don't have a lot of the essentials. We don't have an armor locker. We don't have some of that other stuff. So let's see what we can put in here. We're going to need an armor locker. We're going to want some repositories. Do we have... I don't think we have the repository blocks. So we're going to want... I'm going to do 30. I don't know if I'll be able to make all of those. Really what I would like to be able to put in there is a medic station, if I can find an SV with one on it, and an emergency teleporter, but the emergency teleporter I don't think I can get unless I build it as a medical specialist. So I may not be able to get the emergency teleporter. But I know you can find some of the medic stations. Okay. So once we get those built, I think we'll be in good order to start getting pentaxid and looking for some larger vehicle for a larger SV to salvage. Like I said before, I'm going to try to do this playthrough pretty much without a capital vessel, with just small vessels and a base, or maybe a couple of bases in a variety of different systems. Like one here in Mantara, I may put another base in one of the star systems that whatever star system I warp to, I may put a base there as a small just a small base. I'll have to build it from scratch, which is mildly annoying, but it's the way this this scenario is designed. All right, so we got those. Let me go ahead and I'm going to come up here. We should be able to turn you on, and temperature is going. Okay. Trading station. Oh, yeah. Okay, so repository extensions. I know, I'll get warmer in a minute. Fridge, armor locker. Okay, so for these, all right, let's pull that up. And then I want to put this here. Trading station, fridge. Let's check the other fridge. And I'm eating these because it warms me up. There. And the temperature in here is warming up fast enough that we shouldn't have to worry too much. Let's make sure oxygen is on. We should be good. Okay. Now, how do I want to do this? All right. So these hardened steel blocks. There. So we need that. No. We are going to need that. There. And there. Then these we can put here, there. And let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. And then we can put this. So we can access the cockpit. Just need one more. And then I'll have you build one more there. So we'll have this with a decent amount of storage up here. I'm going to put the refrigerators and armor locker here. Let's put the armor locker right there. And I will put a fridge on each side of the armor locker. So we can get into it, armor lockers, and all that. Let's do this flight mode. We're just going to want to and then these. So those should all be off. Now we should be saving a little bit of power. We also do still have some storage back here as well. So we've got 2250 there, 2250 here, plus 3875 here. That'll be what? 4,000 total, I believe. Once we get that, we've got 2 of these tier 2 or tier 1 CPU compressors. see. I can take those up and put the tier 1 compressors here and there. And then when we get the tier 2 compressors, let's see. It made 1 tier 2 compressor. What are we missing? Computers. Okay, we can go and get computers. All right. So we'll go ahead and put this tier 2 compressor down here. So now our CPU is well under. And then let's just grab this, put it there. That brings us up to 4,000 in here. Okay. And then that's a storage. I may replace that with an ammo box eventually once I put some weapons on here. What else do I need to put in here that I have? I don't think there's much else that I need. Eventually I'm going to replace you with a compression pentaxid tank. And the warp drive will be replaced with that. But I think for now, we actually have a good start going on here with our junk shuttle. Okay. And it's got the lights. They're really just flares. Actually, let me... Yeah. And then you've got them on this side too. Used to, you could see them a lot easier while flying. But now you can't really see them much at all while flying. All right, flight systems on. Back that up. All right. And we'll do about like that. That should be good. So now we've got a shuttle that is capable of taking us places. It's not currently armed, and it won't be as fully armed as my junk scout is, but it'll be useful. Do we have any pentaxids? That is the question. If not, we need to go get some, and to get some, we will need to go to either the moon or underwater. All right. Okay. Derelict trading station. We do have some pentaxid. Let's go ahead and refine the rest of that. And that way we'll have some good pentaxid to be able to get back and forth from the various planets in our system. Now, right now, our job is to locate the comm center. Well, we've already found it. I don't think we've gotten close enough to it on the planet. So I think next episode, that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue our trek, as it were. We're going to continue the missions. If I park this there, then I should be able to get up and down through here. Alright, let's go ahead and flight mode off. Yeah, that is the GTD, which is here. So I can turn just the thrusters on and off, just that on and off, or both of them. Okay, 26 more pentaxid. Shuttle, pentaxid tank. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to shut you off completely. And I'll turn you back on at the beginning of the next episode so you can warm up before we go anywhere. Or before we use it, because we're not going to be using it next episode. Next episode, we're going to be taking the scout back out. And we're going to be going to the comm center. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope you learned some things. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, off camera, fix the rest of the spawnables so that they should work properly when you spawn them in. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope everybody enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit the like button for me. And if you want to see more Empyrion Galactic Survival Star Salvage on Reaper and Starfire's Star Salvage server, go ahead and subscribe. Look at that pretty shuttle. As always, I'm KnowItAllDM, and y'all have a good day now.